Welcome to the Shell series. If you did not know, there is a nature and human connection. We are of the earth. We come from it and we return to it. It is the natural order. Everything in life is as it should be, and for good reason. Unfortunately, when man got involved with the process of nature, we began to suffer the consequences. You see, the earth and everything in it is of value to us, high value. It is how we live, how we thrive. We need all of Earth's moving parts to do their job. Where we went wrong, though, was when we decided to take control of Mother Nature. When we felt that we had the authority or the power to manipulate it. When we began to take risks with nature, we were forced to suffer the consequences, cause and effect. We see this with cloud seeding when we attempt to control the weather by manipulating the clouds. The negative effect is the chemicals used cause harm to the environment, the air we breathe, and the very plants and animals we eat. We see this within the meat industry when we try to mass produce animals for greed and monetary gain. The negative effect is ozone depletion, the same layer that helps protect us from harmful UV radiation. And we see this when we cut down our trees in the rainforest and disrupt the Earth's ecosystem. The negative effect is climate change. And so you see, life is about cause and effect. When we disrupt things from their natural order, we suffer the consequences. And because I understand the concept of the nature and human connection, I choose a lifestyle that reflects this. I prefer products and foods that are in their natural state. And I believe that in all areas of life, Mother Nature should be considered. It is the natural order. And I look at the human body no different. I believe that there is a spiritual and physical disruption when a woman gets plastic surgery. And so today I want to have a candid conversation, a different conversation that I have actually never heard when it comes to the body of a woman and plastic surgery. I'm going to share with you my outlook on plastic surgery and why I am not impressed or the least bit attracted to the concept of it. You know, life has taught me that although people might ask you for your opinion, they really do not care. For the most part, you will find that people are already set in their ways and do not want their opinions challenged. They want to believe what they want to believe, and they will do what they want to do. And as I have mentioned before, this channel is not intended to prove anything to you. That is your job. This channel is to make you think. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel for more great content to come. And so this outlook is not complicated. It is cause and effect, consequences. There is no creation outside of the human body that is more powerful than self. We are designed by God. And so when you look at the human body as a temple, it is a place to worship, a divine presence, a place reserved for a highly valued function. And when it comes to Black women, we reign supreme. Black women are divine. Black women are the most prized possession walking the face of this earth. Their temple is priceless, it is sacred, and everything about it is in perfect order, as it should be and for good reason. The human body is no different than the earth. When we manipulate our bodies through plastic surgery, we take risks with our health, specifically hindering our immune systems. You see, surgery of any kind is a traumatic experience for the body. If you did not know, the body is not made to be opened. There are 7 natural body openings or orifices providing access to an internal cavity through a natural passage called a canal or a duct. These are the only holes that we need. The only entrances and exits required. No additional access to the inside of the human body should be granted. These 7 openings are our eyes, ear canals, nostrils, mouth, urethral, vagina, and the anus. Orifices in the human body act as windows to the essential spirit of our cells, and when they are unprotected, they can be used by negative forces. Don't let that go over your head. It is important to purify and protect the body in all ways that honor, strengthen, and protect it, as it is directly linked to our spirit. Again, our body is a temple, a place of worship, a divine presence. And so this is what it looks like when the spirit of a Black woman is disrupted.
I'm human. I go through the same thing everybody else go through at the end of the day. I used to look at the girls on Instagram and want to be that girl. And now I'm that girl, and I have people hitting me up all the time like, Dream Doll, I want your body, I want this, I want that. And it's just like, something I went through was, I was in a relationship where my boyfriend used to criticize my body, and he was cheating on me with a girl that, had curves. And he made my self-esteem go down, and he made me feel ugly. I always wanted to give him, what he wanted, and I always wanted to look perfect. It didn't complete me. It made more people make fun of me. It just made people, violate me on Instagram more. People criticize me. Oh, my body's fake, I'm plastic. I get called names worse than what I was being called by him. When I did my surgery, I came back home and I was the same person. For all women, don't get surgery because of somebody else. It's not gonna make you happy. I'm telling you, surgery only attracts the wrong guys. They only want you for your looks.
Now, when it comes to the physical, the first line and the only defense in protecting the human body is the immune system. It is a gem, therefore it must be protected at all costs. The overall function of the immune system is to prevent or limit infection. Former Bad Girl Club member and Instagram model Dream Doll shares in the silent tears of countless of women all over the world. Women who have questioned their worth. Women who have risked something high value. And most importantly, women who are suffering the spiritual and physical consequences after manipulating Mother Nature. Despite what the medical world will tell you, the human body is not made to be opened. And a previous study I read on autism stated that it takes close to 30 years for us to truly see how something will affect the human body. To put it plainly, the recent wave of Black women going under the knife has not yet shown its effects in all areas.
Fat transfer, and same thing with you had to have enough fat. So I literally had a flat stomach, but I felt like I had the same size butt. So I went and I got shots, and then
how was the shots now? Is that bad?
Almost died.
That's what they said. It's not that good.
I literally, this year I almost died. I swear to God. Almost died.
What happened?
I got sick. It started like rejecting from my skin. It was the worst experience in my life, and I literally had my doctor save me. He's in Colombia.
There are many Black women like Dream Doll who have not yet spoken up about what is really going on to their bodies after their procedures, either out of embarrassment or out of the need to protect their image. But I can guarantee you that there are a ton who have been silent about this. I honestly commend Dream Doll for being so transparent about her experience, because this is what Black women need to hear. The truth, no matter if they want to or not. You see, although the immune system appears to be so complex, it is really simple. If you keep it strong, it stays strong. If you make it weak, it gets weak. The most common forms of plastic surgery are either by adding to the body through implants, silicone injections, or fat from a different part of the body, or by taking away from it through liposuction. And to be honest, I get frustrated when I see the FDA or the doctors and companies who are only making money off of Black women put out statements that are misleading when it comes to how plastic surgery is really affecting their immune system, how it is really leading to a slow decline in their health. It frustrates me when I see statements from the FDA saying that breast implants are safe and effective, yet studies have shown otherwise. Yet studies have shown that breast implants were correlated with a higher rate of several autoimmune disorders like rheumatoid arthritis, lupus, and stillbirth. Yes, you just heard me correctly. Black women who have breast implants are at a higher risk of having a stillbirth. They do not want to talk about that, though. It frustrates me when I learn that Black women are risking their lives for Brazilian butt lifts when they are the deadliest of all aesthetic procedures. You see, despite the growing popularity of gluteal fat grafting, significantly higher mortality rates appear to be associated with this procedure than any other surgical procedure. A previous study of deaths from Brazilian butt lift surgeries concluded that they likely occur as a result of blood vessels becoming damaged during the procedure, allowing fat to enter the bloodstream. When fat enters the bloodstream, it can block blood vessels and is free to roam in whatever part of the body it sees fit. This is referred to as a fat embolism and can be fatal. It frustrates me when Women think that silicone injections are any better when they are actually the absolute worst out of all of their options. You see, what happened to Dream Doll is easy to understand. Silicone injections and implants are foreign invaders to the body. When the immune system is alerted of these unfamiliar substances, it generates defense molecules called antibodies and launches them on a search and destroy mission. The invaders, called antigens, carry molecular flags that allow the antibodies to identify them. It is believed that once silicone denatures tissue or blood proteins, the immune system is no longer able to recognize those proteins as belonging in the body and would generate antibodies to attack them. This is what women are referring to when they are saying that their bodies are rejecting their implants and procedures. This is their body's way of saying that it has identified something that does not belong, something that is not of the natural order. One last example that I'll give you is that some years back, one of my ex-boyfriends was shot multiple times at close range. Despite almost losing his life, he survived. However, 2 of the 8 bullets were in close proximity to his lungs. The doctors feared that if they did surgery to remove them, they would puncture his lungs. So they decided to leave them in his body untouched. Sometime later, his body began to reject these bullets and they began to migrate inside of his body, pushing their way through his tissue up until his skin. One of them had migrated to his shoulder and the other to his back. They were looking for an exit out. It was his body and Mother Nature's way of telling him that these bullets did not belong. And what happened to him is no different than what happens to Black women after undergoing plastic surgery. And while there are a lot of doctors and companies out there that will tell you it is safe, please know that they are not in the business of protecting your spirit and your health. They are solely in it for the money. When it comes to plastic surgery, I can bet you that there will be many Black women 30 years from now who will come out and speak about how this has affected them. They are currently suffering a silent decline in health as we speak. And so this is why it is imperative that Black women build their self-esteem and their self-worth up prior to considering plastic surgery. Black women have to know that they are divine. Black women have to know that they are the most prized possessions walking the face of this earth. They have to know that their temple is priceless, it is sacred, and that everything about it is in the perfect order, as it should be and for good reason. And in the words of the singer and songwriter India Arie, I'm not the average girl from your video, and I ain't built like a supermodel, but I learned to love myself unconditionally because I am a queen. Until next time.